So Twitter is now a notice to US Congress. That's what's happening right now. So Twitter is now a notice to US Congress. So Donald Trump, the president, not just a guy from the road, the president is using a platform that is filled with memes, filled with sexual jokes, filmed and filled with other kind of crazy mad world star hip hop jokes. He's using that as an official notice to Congress. And as he said, media posts. Um, but this is who a lot of people voted for. It's who a lot of people voted for. And this is the key thing because let's just keep it all the way real. Trump for a lot of people, but sorry, Trump for a lot of Americans. Key thing, Trump for a lot of Americans is the greatest president of all time. The greatest president of all time. But for those people who view Trump as one of the greatest presidents of all time, you just need to wisen up. Trump is a shrewd operator. He's a salesman. Dude is a salesman. He is a chameleon because he meanders his way and concocts his way into what fits a an archetype that can make him win. He's all about winning. What archetype, what persona do I need to become in order to win? Because for him, it's all about winning. That's what it's about. It's not about in an ideology. Because if you look at the record, bro, the guy was a liberal. The guy had liberal views. But no, I wanted to be president. They didn't think I could be president. What I need to do to be president, this is the tactic and the strategy to do to be president. But back to this whole Iran thing. Because I've been looking at the whole thing, breaking it down, all that kind of stuff. So let me get this straight because this is a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope. So you killed Qasem Soleimani because he was a perceived threat based on intelligence. So in a court of law, if I say this dude, let's say I killed X, and I go to the court of law and say, wait, why did he kill X? I killed X because he was a perceived threat to me. Do you have any evidence that he tried to kill you? Do you have any camera evidence, hard evidence, witnesses that he tried to kill you and you killed him back in self-defense? In this case, does America have any evidence that Qasem Soleimani was literally about to press a button to kill people? Because if you have the evidence, show it. Because I've heard of Al Shabaab, I've heard of ISIS, I've heard of all these terrorist groups. Never heard of this guy called Soleimani. And because Iran and America had tensions, I've never heard about Soleimani. And the first time I'm hearing about this dude. That's why in one of the videos I said that this is political. It's a political chess move. It's an election year. Impeachment. Best way, and what's this all about? Guys, watch all the movies. Watch JFK. Watch Nixon. Read all the books. All the presidents, man. Diversion tactics. Now, the news channels can't be talking about impeachment because it makes no sense. So whereas CNN and everything was about impeach. Look at what this guy's done. What he did against Ukraine. Now you have to talk about Iran. As much as they want to talk about impeachment and about getting Trump out, you can't now because Trump has forcibly changed the narrative. This story is too big not to be the lead story, and for 99% of the world, they don't want to hear about flipping impeachment or what Trump did against. Like there was one story about how he was inappropriate to a Fox News anchor. No one cares about that now. All people care about is, is it going to be World War III? The escalations. How is Iran going to retaliate? Because Trump changed the narrative to fit his own agenda. But my thing is it's a slippery slope because then Iran can say, okay, we're not going to kill this American general because based on our intelligence, this American general tried to, wants to kill Iranians. But then America would retaliate and totally destroy Iran. So can you see where we're going? Because can you see how the whole notion of a UN and a particular framework with which you make huge decisions like this, that doesn't work. Because in a civilized world, there should be a particular framework with which you should go ahead and attack someone or attack a country or kill a dude. But we all know what happened back around 02, 03. George Bush was like, "Yeah, I know you're voting against me going into Iraq, but we're just going to veto and we're just going to go in." So what is the point of the UN then? What's the point of all this doing then? But people have to understand what Trump is. For a lot of people, they say, "Oh, he's a great president. He's a superb president," and so forth. And for a lot of people, he is because he is. So one thing I have to say about Trump, as much as I think this guy is just a shyster. Okay, this guy he's just a flipping shyster, man. Okay, I can see right through that the guy is a flipping shyster, man. Okay, he's a cheapskate. But the thing about this story is that he is fully, he's 100%. He's not even wavering. He's 100% in one way. He's 100% in one way, and you voted for him. And that's the way America, because America has to take a lot of L's. America has given the world amazing things. They've given the world Hollywood, the entertainment, all the stuff of the industry. But at the same time, the gun laws. People don't have a right to healthcare. In 2020, people do not have a right to healthcare. And electoral college. Isn't it one man, one vote, one woman, one vote? So I can have more votes than a dude, but I still lose because certain states carry more weight. That is archaic. That is archaic. So I mean, that's just wild. That's just flipping wild, man. But look, man, as I said again, man, I have to just see how all this unfolds, man. Because my thing right now, because what I was discussing with my colleagues and everything in the office and so forth, was how are Iran going to retaliate? What's going to happen now? Because homeboy Trump said we're going to hit you. Not that, yeah, almost we're going to hit you with our new military equipment. Imagine if you're on Medicare, also for your own food stamps, you're poor, you're suffering, you're doing two, three jobs, you're trying to get qualifications and so forth, and you just look and say, or you've been taxed like crazy, and you just look and say, this dude spent $1 trillion on military equipment. Could use that money to have national health care. Could use that money to create more jobs. To use that money to actually improve education. Every man, woman, every person deserves a right to education. But you use $1 trillion for military. Why? Why? To bomb everybody. If anybody steps out of line, you're just going to bomb them and then so forth. Wild. Wild, 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 wild. Remember to subscribe to like the vids for daily content, man. I'm out.